Stare directly into the sun. And it's through double insulated, so a millisecond won't burn my retinas away completely, but does shock them, which is probably damage. Step away from the gnomons. I got little gnomon, little black gnomon, tall silver gnomon. Oh, we're starting to tilt. We were aligned with the room before, but now times have changed. Times are changing. But it's kind of slow. You gotta, this will start moving this away, and then this shadow here will follow this one. Very interesting. Yeah. Light. Now, I've seen the light. I can see the light right now. Damn, it's bright. Ooh, I can see my steaming coffee. I think if you get it bright enough, you can even see the whole rainbow in there. But it just looks like brown coffee to me. I always put a little something in there, whatever, no matter what it is. Because I don't want to be like, oh, I drink my coffee black, 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 I'm black, I'm black, I'm bad, I'm drinking black coffee. But I don't need like, I don't even need to know what is the other thing. But it's usually milk. What else would it be? There's only so much stuff that you want to put in coffee. And a lot of things are like coffee. Kind of boring. But it's kind of interesting. I mean, you can get really into it. People are really into their coffee, man. They got a home appliance for that. You get a subscription to coffee for your home. That's just if you think ahead. Most people don't want to do that. They go to, they outsource, which is very expensive, but well, I guess if you like where you're going to get it, and that's a good time, or you need to get away from where you're at to go get it, or you have other business, then a coffee shop may be the place for you to do. But anyway, yeah, so I heard my first video got 10 views already. And I don't really believe that, because it's probably just that it shows up on the whatever. It doesn't mean anybody watched it or ever will care. But I like the idea of a viewer. That'd be cool. An interactive viewer in real time. Wow, that'd be really cool. Then I could just stop this whole recording stuff. Or we can just record me talking to the other person. But, you know, sometimes that's awkward for them. I don't really give a damn. I think in the noise environment we have now, it's like you can come out with like a cure for cancer, and everybody would be like, "Whoa, yeah, hell yeah, cure for cancer." And it's like 3 days later, it'd be like whatever, because it's like, okay, we cured cancer, but we're still dying from all the other causes and like everything else that's going on. But we did it. We cured cancer. Now, the cure for cancer is definitely, you know, it ain't vitamin B12. All right. And it's not nibbling on this. But you know, it's achievable. It's an achievable thing to do that, but it's not a missing vitamin or any of that kind of thing. Like cancer is its own life form, effectively. Sort of like plants and fungi and bacteria all mixed up in a lichen. Animals are amazing. I think that, when people think about the future and the universe and discovery and intelligence explosion and stuff like this, it's like this thought of like Star Trek, The Next Generation, or Deep Space, or something like this, or even Star Wars. I mean, other than you can't, it just can't be that way. It isn't that way. Sorry. It's like more of a stupidity implosion, really. So, the lines are more crooked than they were. Just a I like America a lot, even though it's all screwed up. I watched this vet. I'd seen this video before, but it came up again, because I think it had been a couple of years since I seen it, maybe 3. But it was just like a 100-year-old guy, World War II vet, and he was just basically like freaking out. He's like, everything I fought for was fucking gone. Which is kind of sad, but it's like, a lot of people get to croaking, they were one way, and then like everything else went the other way, and they croaked during that time period or whatever. Like, it's like people that are like super conservative, and then it's like they see Obama and they're like, whoa, 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 and then they croak, and then there's Trump, and oh my God, whoa, whoop-de-doo, and that's great, but you missed it because you're dead or whatever, and you were upset your whole life or whatever. So, there's no final, the final version. Nah, there's just more versions. And the truth adds up and misinformation cancels out, which is something that people are finding out now. So I'm not one to worry that the future is like going to be, we're going to lose history more so than we already have. Because the most important aspects of that are in our minds. But at the same time, the written word, damn, this stuff is good. I read some old stuff. Some people wrote a long time ago. And you still read it. and you can understand what they were thinking and what was going on there. It's amazing. Blah 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 blah. Well, anything else I want to go on about right now? No. What? Oh, yeah. I was going on a tangent about the joke. Yeah. So this guy from Florida is based. New Fishback maybe? Yeah. I like it. You gotta be careful though. I mean, because some of these guys they'll go for some demographics and say the piece for them. You gotta make sure they're just doing that for that purpose and not for the to the nefarious sense. And I'm not worried about that at all. It's pretty cool. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, everything is still possible. People worry about maybe Russia or China or something like that coming up on us, but I can't see how they could do us any worse than we've done ourselves, and with their, subversive guidance over the past 70 years or whatever, to the extent that it can be guided subversively, assisted, amplified, and all that. Maybe didn't take very much. You don't want to give him too much credit, but damn. Every dumb idea that the West has, it seems like the East has hybridly pumped that thing, because it's definitely, all of them got amped, but we amp ourselves up. So yeah, I mean, China, Russia, all them, not even a chance in reality. Not a chance in reality. Maybe if COVID had killed us even worse than it already did, if we elected another brainless leader in a row, 2 in a row, ooh, it could have been bad. And people get upset with Trump, and I understand that he is definitely a boomer. He's definitely a boomer. He's got that. But, he's a modern, agile boomer. Like the $1 million man or whatever, the $6 million man. Yeah. So, I see the masses are criticaling. The critical are massing. This is good. People have had a lot of time to sit around and worry about it and think about it. Pre-plan, premeditate. Pretty cool. Gotta be ready to take advantage of opportunity, be flexible. Different opportunities, different times. You can't expect exactly what it will bring. There's always indeterminacies. There's always indeterminacies, but they're mild. They're mild. I mean, relatively. So yeah, I hope people, see the light. Oh, Yeah.